I'm here today with Scott Carr and Adam Smith from Datapod, and they're going to tell us about their very unique solution approach to data centre configuration. Welcome.
Thanks for inviting us along.
I'll start off just by asking you, Scott, give us an overview of the Datapod solution.
Well, Datapod is a team of engineers, multidisciplinary engineers specialising in the data centre space. We've developed a suite of modular data centre building blocks that basically click together in any sort of number of configurations to provide a complete site infrastructure solution. So everything from the backup generators to the switchboards to the data hall to network operations centre.
What I really like about your business is you've taken a manufacturing approach as distinct from a construction approach, and that gives you efficiencies from the design from the ground up. Could you talk a bit about that too, please?
Yeah, that's right. So we've designed these facilities for to be mass manufactured for a worldwide market. And in doing that, there's just so many advantages over the construction industry approach. We completely eliminate the construction industry risks because the client can come in and factory test their facility, so they test drive their data centre before it even gets to their site.
Another thing we found is that because in a Datapod project, there's one organisation that's responsible for the delivery of the entire facility. Right. It's much easier to guarantee that complete outcome.
Can you tell us about the cost efficiencies of the resultant solution?
Right at the start now, we're achieving around 20% capital cost efficiencies compared to a construction industry approach, and that's improving all the time. As volumes are increasing, price points are starting to be realised, and we think that in the not too distant future, this is the only way you're going to want to deal or build data centres. It's also far more capital efficient as well because the client only buys the amount of capacity that they need. Right. So instead of building a $20-30 million facility and then growing into it over the 20-year life span, they're buying exactly what they need, running it at an optimum level of efficiency as well, which is important. But keeping the money, keeping that capital in their pocket for as long as they possibly can.
You've talked about this building block approach to your business. Could you just elaborate on that a bit, please?
The complete suite of data centre modules is very extensive, and they're all standardised and pre-engineered. And through that wide range of modules, we're able to achieve any sort of outcome. It could be a small number of racks up to a very, very large deployment. It could be very low density to high density, and these can be placed indoors or outdoors. So there's no limit to what we can achieve for any particular customer.
I know you've got some big clients already. Could you just tell me a little about your existing client base?
Yeah, certainly Datapod's been successful selling into the resource sector, into BHP, Xstrata, other resource companies. We're also exporting now to resource and non-resource clients throughout the Asia-Pacific region. Good. We've been successful recently selling into federal government as well, and that's a very exciting avenue for us, and we're looking at putting more resources into expanding that.
So if a government agency wants to contact you, what's the best way to do that?
We've been successful in selling into government through an open tender process, and that's very fortunate for us because through the piggyback clauses, other government departments and agencies can also access that same product and price set. So we're very much looking forward to being able to provide the same sorts of solutions to other departments and agencies. The Datapod system is a real see it to believe it technology, so we really encourage people to come and visit us. When you visit one of the Datapod factories, you'll be able to walk through a system that's under construction. Potential clients will really get a picture of how this system can benefit them in their data centre environment.
Thank you, Scott and Adam. I think the approach that Datapod have taken, moving from a construction model to an engineering model, is really exciting. They've already got some existing clients, and government agencies should be looking at this model. It's got real export potential as well as providing benefits to the government. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this opportunity to learn about homegrown IT capabilities. If you'd like to know more about what the Australian IT supplier community can deliver, I encourage you to link with Collabit. Collabit is the local industry networking group that runs events, seminars and the Collabit Connect portal, all aimed at helping customers and firms in the IT industry form business relationships.